How's it going? Hello. Hi. How are you?
Why do you have to move like that? Hi.
Well, I don't know. It is audio.
Hi.
So I guess people can't really see me.
No.
Yeah, so maybe I should remember that.
Unless we stick ourselves on YouTube. No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think that's going to happen. Not for a little while at least. No? You're not a fan?
It sounds
Okay.
little...
We are going off on a tangent and we have not even greeted anybody
you just
that's listening.
Cut me off.
We'll get back to the YouTube talk maybe one day. Later. Okay? What is up, everyone? I am Greg. I am joined by my lovely, wonderful, chipper co-host, April. And this is Gearing Up, the podcast where my wife and I talk about everyday carry, and whatever else we've got going on in our lives, and whatever else we find interesting.
Everyday carry and everyday
life.
Mess.
Yeah, that's a much better word.
Yeah.
Some of y'all are probably wondering where we've been.
Or some of you just aren't.
Or you don't care, yeah.
Well, then fine.
Whoa. Okay, so bear with us. So let's rewind, okay? This season has been kind of spotty.
Yes. Go ahead and address that there,
well,
Gregory.
Listen, we've been pretty busy over the last 2 months, maybe a little longer.
Since February.
Yeah, we've been going through not going through, that sounds
we've been
bad.
Going through some stuff.
No, but we've been busy. We started looking into buying a house, and
well, we bought a car. We mentioned that though.
Yeah, I think
so that was the start of the busyness.
Yeah, and it's just buying a car, but it's still that took some time and planning and weekends and then shortly after we started looking into a house.
April started looking into it.
Well, and I joined you shortly after.
You did, yeah.
I think I was a good sport.
Yeah.
But we, it was one of those things where it wasn't going to happen unless everything fell kind of into the right place. And I think everything did. Obviously, that's why we're sitting in a new house right now. Mm-hmm. But that's been our journey for the last couple of months is getting the house figured out. And there's a lot of back and forth and meeting with the builder and meeting with the realtor and doing this and doing that and doing inspections and it was it's
the lender
and all of that stuff. So no, because we didn't pay cash, so no. So yeah, I mean it was a bit of a process. And then one of the things that I wanted to make sure of when we had a new house was I wanted an office. I really wanted an office. Mm-hmm. One, to do some work, because sometimes I work from home and, sometimes work on the site and stuff here. But I also wanted to find a way to get a dedicated podcast recording space. Because, if you've listened to any of our episodes, sometimes we do it in the kitchen table. Sometimes it's the bedroom. Sometimes I pack up my setup and go mobile and record people. So with this house, we were able to have an extra bedroom. And what's that?
What about whenever you want to go record with somebody now?
I still have the other mics, and I still have my case. Everything, yeah. So that's another point we're going to get to here shortly. But I wanted to have a dedicated setup space that was comfortable for us to use, and we could record without being bothered and without bothering anybody, and without having to put it up and break it down every single time. So,
that wasn't a super big deal.
Not for you, because you didn't have to do any of it, but...
But it took you 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, but I also just wasn't a fan. It was never, super comfortable. I mean, April, you wanted a headset microphone.
I still do.
I know. Trust me, when I bought these, I was looking and looking and looking and trying to find one. But they're expensive, or they're really terrible, or they don't have the right jack and it just doesn't work. And anyways, so that's been really the big thing that we've been after is... getting the house and getting moved. And I mean, we still have our old place. We had a rent house and we still have it until the end of July.
Yep.
So, we've been moving out and getting that place cleaned up and ready to hand back the keys. And it's just been a busy few weeks. And that few weeks turned into 2 or 3 months.
Well, and
what you need to do?
Nothing.
Okay.
Excuse me. I think it'll still be busy until the end of July.
Yeah, probably so. Summertime or
I would just like to get done with that house.
yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of this thing. It's just like, yeah, we gotta.
Just clean it and turn
It's
it
our
in.
vacation house, 45 minutes away.
In the big city.
So, a little bit of info on our move. We moved into a new house, brand new. It's just built. Not that that's like, ooh, brand new, but like, it was just, again, it was right timing, right builder, right lender, all that stuff. And it's much closer to where April works. And it's, I would say, quite a bit closer to where I work, too. My commute is much nicer. And my commute was already amazing. But now I hit 2 stop signs, and that's it. So it's kind of...
Watch out, Speedy.
I guess 3 technically, because we have one coming out of, our street. But actually, no, we don't. But we have one coming on. Yeah, so I do hit 3. Anyways, that's not important. But we moved a lot closer to where April works. We moved a lot closer to some of my family and some of April's family. And it's just been awesome. We've been here for what, 2.5 weeks now?
No.
3 weeks? 4 weeks? 6 weeks?
In between 3 and 4, I think.
We closed on like the 30th.
Yeah.
So it's been 23 days.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 weeks.
Is he crying?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I don't either.
Maybe it was a dog.
Yeah, I don't have any alerts on my phone, so no, he's good.
Okay. Maybe that was Ellie's stomach.
Could be. She's curled up in a ball over here. But yeah, so now we finally have our new place. We're settled for the most part. Still have a little bit of odds and ends to do, but I think we're like 98% of the way there.
Am I bothering you?
No, not in the least. That's the point. We're getting to that. So, whenever we decided to do this, I have this idea in mind for a podcast studio, with some nice lounge chairs and some fun booms and it just chill. But that costs a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So our realtor actually hooked us up with a couple chairs. They got new chairs in their offices, so she hooked us up with 2 of their conference room chairs, which are, they're comfortable.
They're like waiting room chairs.
They're like fine. Waiting room chairs. They're fine.
They're
not. I'm not gonna fall asleep.
No.
But I'm also, my back's not gonna hurt when we get.
But they're not like wooden.
Yeah, they're
padded.
cushioned and they're nice. They're padded armrests and.
Yeah.
Anyway, so April bought some fabric and recovered them, and they look great. And we had a little table/desk, and I refinished the top, and it looks great. And I got some new hardware. So we have new microphones, new cables, and new booms. So if you
I feel like I'm on a radio station.
If you hear this, that's us fiddling with.
Oh my gosh, that's.
Well, sometimes there's that little spring noise. We're still getting. Listen, we're getting used to these.
Rowdy over here.
This is new stuff, so we're still learning. So if you hear those things, that's what that is. We have a little bit of new hardware, and so this is kind of like the maiden voyage for all of this stuff. I think
hope it works.
And I'm actually for the first time doing live monitoring as we record, so I can see the wavelengths. Mm-hmm. Anyways, not important, but a little bit of new hardware, a little bit of a new process, and we're gonna see how it goes. Mm-hmm. And so that gets us caught up on the house. We got some new hardware. What else?
Is that it? Because I feel like we've been real busy.
God, what else is going on? Ellie was getting sick, and we got her new food, and now she's not, and she's happy and sweet.
I'm hoping that was the.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
What else has been going on?
She's been hanging around us more.
Yeah.
Instead of by herself. She'll go in the room that we're in.
I think she feels better.
Or she's dying.
No, don't say that. That's awful. Ellie, are you okay? We're not going to do this again. We're talking to the cat during the podcast. Let's stop. This is what we do.
I think she feels better. Oh my god, sorry.
Yeah, well, I get so excited.
Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, see, there's that noise I was talking.
Well,
those are the springs.
I'm trying to knock on wood because what I said.
I get it. I know what you're doing. I don't know if they know what you're doing.
All night.
No, you're going to be fine. You're a worrywart.
I am.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about
And
today?
I have
'Cause
to.
we're
We're 10 minutes deep, and we are just a.
well, you know what? Sometimes that's the most fun.
No, and we, really, I didn't have anything like specific.
Okay, good. I like
I
these.
just wanted to do kind of like a refresher and let you guys know that we're still here. I still have every intention of continuing the podcast. If anything, I'm more serious now because I have this great dedicated space, and I think that you will be a little bit more apt to come in here and sit down and chat with
I
me.
would really like to try to do it on the weekends.
Oh, for sure. It's Sunday. We're doing it on the weekend.
Well, like by that I mean Friday night or Saturday night when I know
You
I don't
went
have
out
to.
Friday, and we had to figure everything out last night.
Oh, I'm just saying in the future.
No, I know. I know.
So
I'm sitting back now. I'm gonna get comfortable.
okay.
I think we're
we
at
don't
good
really
levels.
need to like tell them every
Narrate
move.
every yeah. No, but like this is what I had in my mind. Like I wanted to be able to sit here, chill, and just shoot the breeze.
I really think we should do like an eat with me.
Oh, what does that mean? Talk to me about eat. So hang on. So for you guys that don't know, my wife is kind of crazy. She well, you are. If we're being
Go
nice,
on. I would like to hear.
you're big into YouTube, and I mean, we've talked about that before on
Yes.
the podcast, and it never fails. We'll go through a drive-through and get a drink, or get a snack, or get lunch, or something.
It never feels like I've been doing this for years.
You've been doing it for a while, and she's
been
like,
like maybe a month.
"We should have done the get with the person in front of you got challenge." 'Cause everything has to be a challenge for some reason.
The get up challenge.
Yeah, like stop. No, like everything has to be like it can't be on the internet, and it
really
can't be on
wanna
YouTube
do that.
without.
That sounds like so much fun.
It can't be on the internet without having challenge after it.
Like
So the whole premise, if you couldn't understand it from the title, is you go through the drive-through, and whatever the person in front of you gets, that's what you get.
and that's what you eat. And you got I think you're technically supposed to like eat it all and you get no more. Like a lot of people go to the drive-through and like if they just get like a coffee at breakfast and no food, well, I'm sorry, that's that. But some people they'll go get a coffee and they're like, "Well, I still need food," so they'll go to a different place and get more.
Yeah, but I mean the downside there is like, okay, so we went and got food the other day, and you said
Yesterday morning?
Yeah, it was yesterday. We
Yeah.
got breakfast, and we all got food. And I was like, what if somebody gets a coffee? Am I going to give Foster a coffee? Like,
No, he just doesn't eat. I mean, you don't do it with a 2-year-old.
well, I mean, you
If
said
it's
we
you
should
and
have.
no. If it's you and I, and we go and we get a coffee, then I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You don't eat breakfast.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, we could technically go to another place, and I just want to see what someone in front of me gets.
Yeah. Okay.
It sounds like so much fun. But the only thing is, what if they get like $100 worth of food? Ooh,
Oh, that's the game. That's the dice that you're rolling.
that's no.
Yeah.
I guess you just donate it. You just like
You
knock-
donate the
you-
food, or
you just like go knock on your neighbor's doors and ask them if they want a taco.
I'm pretty sure if I brought my neighbors a soggy taco from Taco Bell, they'd be so pissed.
Ah.
I'd be like, who are you and what are you doing?
Anyway,
Yeah, so that she's wanting to do that, and I'm just like, what?
I think it's fun. You are no fun.
I'm a normal human being. I bet the person in the drive-thru is like, I don't remember what they got. I gotta go over and get their order, and like I gotta re-enter all this. Like this.
It's probably just up on the screen from the last person.
Okay,
I don't know. I've never worked fast food.
you should try
Thankfully.
it. You should try it next time
No,
you're
I don't want to do it alone.
next time you're driving. No, I'll be in the. I just don't want to say it to
Why?
because it just sounds obnoxious.
Yeah, that's probably true, but I don't care.
Yeah, and I'm.
And you do
anyways,
care?
It's not that I care. It's just I'm like better off without doing that.
No.
What?
You get all like worried about what you're saying.
It's not about that I'm being worried. It's not that I'm worried about what I'm saying. It's that I'm like I've worked in the service industry. I didn't work in fast food, but I worked, with the public, and like anytime people try to get you to do obnoxious stuff, it's like I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah. Well, you're never supposed to say that.
I know.
You're just supposed to
The customer's
do
always
it with
right.
a smile on your face.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, the customer's not always right. It's
do
very
you say?
seldom that the customer is right, actually. More often than not, the
Well,
customer's kind of wrong.
Hold up. So that's an interview question, right? Is the customer always right? You know?
Is that
So
an interview question?
I've
never
heard of
been
it
asked
before.
that.
Well,
Okay.
not that you've been asked it, but what's the right answer?
No. I mean, look, if you look at it as a black and white issue.
Really awkward little pause section.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm going to clarify. If you look at it as like a black and white issue. My wife, ladies
I
and
got
gentlemen.
some lemonade.
If you look at is the customer right, and you say it's a yes or no question, is the customer always right? The answer is no. No, there's no way, because there are some stupid, crazy people out there that will just say the most idiotic, ridiculous things, and I'm supposed to say that person's always right?
Well, yeah, you would say yes.
Give me your interview answer.
Oh, God, no. No, but I'm just thinking that the correct answer would be...
Miss Dunn, we're considering you for this position. We've got some questions regarding your skills with regards to customer service. And, one of the things we hear a lot of the time in this industry is the customer is always right. Right? And I think that's the philosophy that a lot of people want to lead with. So what are your thoughts on that? Would you say that the customer is always right?
Yeah, I mean, no, please don't make me do this. I don't do interviews.
Man,
no, but
I
I'm
went
just thinking...
full on in that interview, right? And I thought for sure you were going to...
I'm just thinking that the answer is like, yes. Even if they're not right, you make them think they're right. Because you don't want to...
Unless that backfires and they realize you're trying to make them feel right and they think that you're trying to make them feel stupid.
Yeah, no, but that one person that turned me down.
Sorry.
I feel like I can't even get close to the microphone now. Listen. You've made me lose my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. The one person that you like piss off, they're the one that goes to tell everybody about their experience.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think that's normal. You're way more likely to leave a bad review on Yelp than a good review.
Right. So you just always want to act like they're right. So anyway, tell me where
they may not always be right, but they always deserve to leave happy. How about that?
Tell me where you see yourself in 5 years.
Welcome to the interview episode. No.
Please
anyways.
don't make me do that.
Oh, God, I should interview you.
No. Oh, my gosh.
Could we do like a formal...
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I know, that's Foster's new thing. I wish I had a recording of it.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yes, April. We still have our title of the world's most annoying parents.
I'm never getting rid of that one.
Yep, holding on to that one strong. Yeah, but I mean, just in the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've moved and gotten settled into this new house, and we've really started to kind of become adjusted to the little things. I think, like I feel like every day when and this sounds so silly, and I'm sure anybody that listens to this has this. I feel like we're gonna sound goofy, but like we'd get home and play outside for an hour, and we never used to do that in the old neighborhood.
Well, yeah, because it took us an hour to get home. Well, yeah, it took an hour for me to get home since I picked you up.
Yeah, we used to carpool. We can't carpool anymore.
I'm really sad about that.
I'm not.
I mean, I'm actually surprisingly less sad than I thought I'd be.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still makes me sad.
Sure, that's understandable.
I know you're not. You don't
listen,
need to tell me again.
But it's not about me being a jerk. It's not. It's not. It's I like my peace and my quiet, and I like my radio and my music and my podcasts.
Well, that must be nice.
I'm sorry that Foster isn't super quiet on the ride. I wish I could take him to.
You could. You could come into town. My parents could meet you, and then you could go to work.
Yeah, but that just doesn't sound very efficient.
It's not.
So why would we do that?
It's fine. I have someone to talk to, and you don't.
No, that's great. It's great. You get yours, and I get to enjoy my ride. Are you jealous that I get to listen to my podcast?
No. I know. I take my lunch break, and I go watch my YouTube and do whatever I want to do.
So you get that time.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I feel like people at work think I'm really weird for like sitting in my car during lunch, but
probably.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, who does? And on top of hanging out outside and playing after work and all that, like we had the neighbors like walk over and introduce themselves. Like,
yeah,
it was super nice. Yeah. The neighbor across from us and the one a couple houses down, and like people have like been really friendly. So it's
but it's not just that. I don't know. It just feels good here.
Yeah, we also moved from, not that our old town was a big town, but it was
Bigger.
50,000,
Well,
40,000.
bigger than this one is what I mean.
Yeah, and now,
Yeah, it's probably 50 or
3,000,
60.
10,000, 8,000, 4,000. I don't know how many.
Yeah.
It's a much smaller town. It's really close to where we grew up, so we're kind of familiar with the area, but we haven't lived this lifestyle in
Well, we haven't
15
lived
years.
this lifestyle as adults.
No, never as adults. Yeah. Yeah. So it's nice to be here, and it's nice to be, really kind of settling, I think is where
Yeah.
is what
That's good.
is what that's what's really like given me kind of peace in my mind is like
Yeah.
I feel like we're settling. I feel like we've got a place that's ours. It's not a rent house. It really feels like ours, and it feels like home, and we're close, and we're able to spend some more time with some family that we hadn't got to spend time with as much, or it wasn't as easy. My mom still lives far away, so that sucks, but eventually once we're settled, maybe we'll go see her more
Yeah,
often.
well, I hope.
We should take the podcast on the road and do an episode with her.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, now, next time she comes and visits, now that I've got the little attachment, we can do 3 mics.
Yeah, no,
she can have her
just
own
sit here
mic
on
at the end of the table.
You hear that,
yeah.
Sherry?
Yeah.
Get ready.
Get ready.
Took my phrase. Oh, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
You're 12. Anyways.
Oh my God, no.
What?
My birthday's coming up. Yours just passed.
I know. Oh God, I turned 29. I feel younger than that.
I do too.
Not physically. I feel like I'm like 60 physically. But I feel like mentally I'm like still like 17.
I think you never like. Maybe it takes until you're like 50 or 60 to like feel like you're
the perspective
not
hasn't
young
like hit
anymore.
me. No. I know that it has though, because I catch myself in these little moments. Like earlier, we were driving down the road, and the neighborhood we live in is on a golf course. So there's a golf course in the neighborhood, and so everybody kind of rolls around on golf carts. And these kids, I don't know if it was a golf cart or one of
it was all
those.
kids.
I don't know if it was a golf cart or one of those like mules. Is it a mule? Is that what you call it?
I think so.
The like ATV thing, and it's not a 4-wheeler, but anyways, they were hauling across the street, and they looked like they were flying. And out loud, I said, "Man, those kids are going way too fast." And that's when I was like, "Oh my God, help me!" Ugh, I'm getting old.
Well, see, I still am young and hip, so I don't know what
Yeah,
you're
how
talking about.
so? What do you? I mean, walk me through that.
I just know all the cool lingo and.
Like what?
I'm just
Give
kidding.
me an example of
I'm
that.
totally kidding. I'm kidding. Stop.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
I'm just trying to put you on the spot. You're not falling for it. Good job. So, anyways,
But I don't feel like I'm old.
no, you're not old. You're almost 30, but you're not old.
I don't feel like. That's what I'm saying. Like, when do you start to feel old?
When you're old,
What's old?
I don't know. This just came out of the arm of the chair.
Stop picking them out.
No,
You're-
it caught. I'm making sure there's
you're
no other
gonna
loose
pull-
ones.
you're gonna-
No.
You're gonna have a maroon armrest before you know it.
Oh my God. You know what? And it was free, so whatever. Anyways, so I feel like we're really kind of rambling now.
Well, that's what's fun.
Yeah, I know.
It's just like the listeners are in the room with us.
We're just along for the ride. Enjoy your commute today. Take an extra sip of that coffee.
Oh, yum.
Ooh, turn the volume up to 11.
So what's better, iced or hot? I know your opinion, but like, what do you think?
What's my opinion?
Oh, you know what? You're right. It used to be hot.
Yeah.
Do you think it's iced now?
Here's the thing. I would never take coffee and pour it over ice. That's not for me. But like a good cold brew, I'm okay with.
You prefer that, you think?
No, and well, I feel like I've explained this to you. It's sort of a catch-22 because so hot coffee's great.
Oh, you have told me this.
But coffee has there's like a point of no return for coffee. Once it gets cold enough, it's no longer good.
Yeah, it is.
No, oh God, no! It tastes like
I drink coffee
it tastes
till
terrible.
It's not there anymore.
Like cold room temperature coffee.
Yeah,
No, that's
I'll
gross.
drink it.
And I normally drink. During the week I drink out of the Yeti, and so I can't throw that in a microwave. So.
Oh.
And it's like once it's done, and I
Right.
can't. And most days, more often than not, I power through it. I will power through, and I will knock down that last drink or two. but I don't enjoy it. And with iced coffee, but the flavor, it's just cold. It tastes the same, but it's cold. With iced coffee, it's kind of the opposite. It starts cold, so it's not like it's getting colder.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like that's gonna make it worse for me. But it's also got ice in it, and so that ice waters it down. And so
Yeah.
as the more
So
you
what you're
drink,
supposed to do?
okay,
You're supposed to take an ice cube tray
and
put
freeze
coffee in
coffee.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never tried that.
yeah. Well, maybe we could do
But
that.
just in general, I'm sorry. What were you saying? You saying the ice is gonna melt and water it down?
Yeah, so it's either you deal with like semi-room
Sounds like you need to
temperature.
drink your coffee faster.
Okay, whatever. It's
But you think if like somebody put a poll out there that like had a lot of followers, do you think people would say iced or hot overall?
if it was a poll on like social media, it
Yeah.
would say iced because that's like I feel like that's like the trendy. "Oh, I want some iced cold brew coffee.
Oh, iced coffee is so good.
It is
I would
good.
choose that over hot.
I know you would. But I will say it's hard to beat like a good fresh, even if it's not fresh actually.
Yeah, like
Just
that
so long as
coffee at
it's
the
hot. Oh my
dealership.
god, when we bought her car, that
I think
coffee
you
had
already
to have
said
been there
that.
for a day, but oh my god, it was so good. And it was in that little
And I
styrofoam
like
cup.
hot too, but
Oh wow, good
I like
night.
hot too, but there's just something about iced coffee. It's just so darn delicious.
Yeah,
I think I should have got more creamer at the store.
probably.
Darn
That's okay.
it. Anyway,
Now that we live out in the middle of nowhere, we gotta drive.
we do not live in the middle.
I'm
of
just kidding.
nowhere.
Anyway, so that's what's been going on. I mean,
How many minutes have we been talking?
26.
Wow, good episode.
Yeah,
All right, it was good. Nice meeting you.
so dumb. Let's do a quick. Let's quickly go over kind of what's coming up. So
Well, okay.
I did some interviews, and so far I've posted Rustic EDC and I've posted Cobalt Customs. If you haven't listened to those, please go back and listen to them. By far, two of my favorite episodes that I've recorded. I really love how they turned out, and the feedback that I got when they went live originally was really great. So please go check them out. It's me talking to makers in the Houston area, makers that I admire. And it was a very cool experience for me to get to hang out with them and chat and kind of get their side of the story. I've got one more that I haven't posted that is already done and edited and ready to go. And that is Paul Lusk Knives. He's out of Houston. Sort of a little bit of an interesting, way that I got to him. Paul's great, by the way. The interview was super easy, and he was super cool to talk to, and his story is just really neat. But he was one that wasn't like a super Instagram heavy account. I just Googled and found him, and we back and forth for a little while, and then my schedule was crazy, and then obviously we started doing the whole house thing, and so that pushed it, and so finally we got to meet up, and we did the interview, and like I said, it was a lot of fun. I'm really excited to hear it back, and because it's even been a few weeks since I've listened to it, since I did the edit. And I think you guys are really going to like it. Paul's really fun, and it doesn't feel like a knife or gear interview. I don't know, it was just cool. So I'm thinking I will post that next week. So we'll post this one up, and then in a week I'll post that one, and we'll be back in 2 weeks to talk some more. What do I keep hearing? Is there
It's either a dog or a kid.
like outside?
Yeah.
No, that's okay. New neighborhood. They're playing. It's fine. Nobody's getting stabbed. It's a low crime rate.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Anyways, so be on the lookout for that episode featuring Paul Lusk Knives. Go give Paul a follow. I've tagged him in a couple shots. Just does some absolute killer work. And is in my realm, the Instagram realm is a little bit lesser known, and I think that's a shame. I think he should have 10 times the followers I do, because he's, like I said, his work is just absolutely amazing. That was weird. Yeah, April's rubbing up against the mic. Anyways, thank you guys again for being patient. I'm sorry it took us so long to get back into the swing of things. Hopefully we'll find a new rhythm here with this new space and this new equipment, and look forward to chatting with you guys a lot more. If there's anything you'd like us to talk about, anything you'd like to address, any comments you want to make, whatever, be sure to follow me on Instagram. That's at GTDunn. And you can also follow the show's account, which I just changed the handle to. Did you see that, April? I'll take that as a no.
I want to say I did.
Did you?
What is it?
So I just changed the handle to Gearing Up Podcast.
Yeah, I saw that.
Whoa, that was loud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I decided to just do a podcast specific Instagram, and so go follow Gearing Up Podcast. You can find it linked on GT or just go to Gearing Up Podcast. I think I'm still changing all of the links on the website, but Gearing Up Podcast is where I'm going to post all of the episodes and promotions and stuff like that for this show. So that's how you want to stay up to date, and that's the best way to talk to us. If you have things that you want to say to me or to April, just shout us out and leave a comment or send us a message. Cool. How you feeling? You excited to be back at it?
Yeah.
As excited as you can be.
No, it's good. See, but these are the episodes that I like, not necessarily like.
Which knives am I carrying today? Okay, that's fair. Anyway, so be sure to subscribe if you're not already. You can find us on iTunes, or Google Play, or Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Or
if the place you listen to podcasts at does not have Gearing Up, please let me know. I will do what I can to get it there. I just need to know. Usually it's pretty easy to do. But be sure to subscribe and leave us a rating and leave us a review. Those really help us show up in the search, and they help us get to more folks. So we appreciate all the kind words and all the love so far and the continued support. And that's all I got for this one. April, you good?
I think I'm good. I'm going to go have some more lemonade.
Are you?
It's really good.
That sounds exciting.
It's refreshing.
Out on a school night, you're going to go have some more lemonade. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. I look forward to talking to you again, and we'll speak soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Okay, bye.